we go wild till the break of dawn. Ready or not, here we go. Here we go, go. Here we go, go. Here we go, 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 go. Ready or not, here we go.
big welcome to everyone that's tuned into the stream. I hope you're all doing well. You are very welcome. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the end finally. I think that was about 3 hours and so in total. I did half of it earlier and half of it now. Actually, to be fair, I've been streaming for less than an hour, so I think it's closer to 2 hours. Yesterday was the long one. So what we'll do now is we'll go and get our truck repaired, and then see what we got next. We might as well pay this little icon here a visit on the way. I think there's a little video thing here that we can do. And we've crashed. Makes sense. Alright, let's get the game back up and running again. Hopefully we're not gonna have to arrive again. I would assume it saves at the end of a job, but let's find out.
I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't though. I hit the ground running each night. I hit the Sunday matinee. You know the greatest films of all time were never made. I guess you never know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have shown. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. And it's alright now. I guess you never know, never know. And it's another day of waking up alone. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. And it's alright now. I guess you never know, never know. If you would've been the one, I had this dream you're doing cool shit, having adventures of your own. You meet some woman on the internet and take her home. We never painted by the numbers, baby, but we were making them count. You know the greatest love of all time are over now. But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. I guess you never know, never know. And it's another day of waking up alone. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. And it's alright now. But we were something, don't you?
Noir Black, what's up? I'm doing very good, thank you. Our day's going well as well. How are you? Welcome to the stream. How's your day going? That's good to hear, man. You know what? At least it wasn't bad. At least it wasn't bad. Yeah, fair enough. No, I hear that, man. Fair enough. I'm thinking I might as well do some multiplayer now. Have some fun with it. Oh, Punk. Let me have a look. It might just be that I need to restart. Hold on a second. I know what it might be. Give me 1 second, Noah, and I will respond to you. All right, Punk, I've just seen your messages come up. My bad. The YouTube app is interesting at times. Give me 1 second and I'll respond to you. You know what? It got really chaotic yesterday, I'll be honest, after you left. It got really chaotic. The Euro Truck Simulator really include an entire highway route? If so, Train Simulator is not inquired. No, the thing is, with Train Simulator, it's a 1-to-1 scale. So it's exactly as per real life. With Euro Truck and American Truck, it's not 1-to-1. So it's not exactly as per real life. So it'll take you quicker to get to places than it would IRL. A lot quicker. I don't remember the exact scale. But I guess for you to have an idea, from one end to the map to the other, with the mods that I've got, so this is not vanilla, this is running like, I've got like 20 different map mods altogether, all running simultaneously. From one end of the map to the other, it's about 4 to 5 hours real lifetime. So that's from, let's say, Northern Ireland to like Russia. It's about 4 to 5 hours. And I've also got more like I've got Africa now. I didn't have Africa before, so I don't know how long it takes to get to Africa and all the countries there, but I don't think it would be more than 4 or 5 hours. I don't necessarily tired, just relaxed. It's a very relaxed one, so yeah. Why did I come here? There was something I came here for. Oh right, there's like a viewpoint thing. Dark Noir. Which games do I play mostly? Which games do I play mostly? I feel like I've changed too often to say. I do Fortnite, I do American, don't do American Truck Simulator, but I will start doing it soon. The Euro Truck, I do Fortnite, I played Roblox yesterday for the first time in my life, so that might be a thing now. And I play Assetto Corsa as well. I like to do my sim racing. So quite a variety, and it really just depends how I'm feeling, to be honest. Yeah, for sure. So if you're thinking about getting into the game, I would say if you can get yourself a steering wheel, even something like on the lower end, let's say, for example, like a Logitech wheel. If you can get a Logitech wheel, a Logitech G29 or the more recent one, the G920, I think it's called. I'm not sure if that's the right name. You might have to check it out. But that's like entry level. If you're willing to spend a bit more, you can upgrade to like a Thrustmaster, like I've got like a T300 or any other belt-driven wheel. You've got gear-driven wheels, which are literally like when you turn the wheel, inside the wheel it's like gears, like a gear system. So you've got two gears that rub on each other, if that makes sense. And it's the cheapest way to like create a wheel. And so you feel sometimes if you're turning the wheel slowly, you can feel the gears ticking, which isn't really realistic. So you want to really get a belt-driven steering wheel or a direct drive steering wheel. However, direct drive is a bit overkill for Euro Truck. Direct drives are more for sim racing. They're very powerful wheels, output as much as a real car does, and can damage your hands if you're not careful with them. So I would suggest get a belt-driven wheel, get a nice pedal set. If you can get like a box, there's like sometimes boxes with like a lot of buttons on them. There's a lot of stuff you can operate on a truck. You got the retarder, you got the truck brake, you've got obviously your indicators, your wipers, your lights, all different sort of things. So you could do that for immersion. And yeah, man, a decent computer if you haven't got one already. Is the steering wheel harder than the keyboard? No, keyboard is harder because with the steering wheel, you can finely control your steering angle, whereas with the keyboard, you're just tapping. So you don't have as much control of your steering like you do with a steering wheel. So I would definitely say steering wheel is the way. And sorry, Noir Black, if we're still here, I would highly suggest modding as well, if you're comfortable with that. It's not too difficult, to be honest. It's not difficult at all. Plenty of tutorials online. I would say start with like map mods. Pro mods is like a brilliant starting point, and then you can sort of build your way up with different maps, because there comes a point at which you have a specific order in which you align your mods, which you can do inside the game. There's a specific mod manager within the game, which is helpful. But there are websites, everything you need basically is on like either the SCS forum themselves or the Pro Mods forum. Hit me up. What do you have? Let me know. Shoot, and then I'll see what to expect. So for reference, I have for a CPU the Ryzen 7 5800 X3D, and for GPU an RTX 3080 Ti and 32 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz RAM. I'm playing at 4K maxed out, and I'm getting a steady 60 FPS with a fully modded game. Maps are modded, the AI is modded, the cars are modded, the truck is modded. So it doesn't take a lot, to be honest. 5600X, that's perfect. 36, you're good. Yeah, no, you're good, Noir Black. At the end of the day, really, yeah, if you're on a 1080p monitor, you are good. I wouldn't worry at all. Yeah, Noir Black, sure. My Discord is literally LWD Adnan. It's literally the same as my Twitch, same as my YouTube, same as my Roblox style. I still can't believe that. But yeah, man, there's a multiplayer mod for Euro Truck. So, you know, yesterday I was playing with viewers. There was about 4 or 5 of us, I think. That was where the chaos was. So yeah, man, I'm done forever, honestly. Oh, okay, Punk. What have you got? Let me see. Did you send me a message? Let me have a little gander. Discord. Oh, you got a double screen set up. You got the little microphone there. Yeah, that's looking nice. I need to get another monitor, man. I really need to get another monitor. I've been wanting one for like what? Since I built this build that I have now, I've been wanting another monitor. And actually, especially since I started streaming again.
Here we go.
I like the mic as well. All right, Noah Black, give me a second. There you go, I've accepted. All right, I think let's do some. YouTube lets me down, man. See, this is why I want another like monitor, because of situations like that. Because loading YouTube up on my phone is just not reliable, and that's my only option right now. And realistically, I could pick up like a cheap monitor. The issue is our current one is a 4K monitor, and to get another 4K monitor is not going to be cheap. So it's a matter of it was accepting that I'm gonna have odd screens, or yeah, I don't know. We'll have to kind of see. Yeah, good for multitasking. And to be honest, you can say, like, for example, you're driving, as an example, or playing, you know, train sim world. I'm gonna park over here. I'm sure Renault wouldn't mind me parking over here. And yeah, you'll be driving along. You can have a little YouTube video up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A little YouTube video up beside you. You can have a stream open beside you. If you're streaming, you can have your chat on the other monitor. Like, it's a no-brainer. If it's within your budget, yeah, no-brainer. And if you get the same monitor as your primary monitor, then you can literally like have your games on both monitors. So basically, you've turned your setup into a widescreen.
Here we go.
All right, let's park this off here and let's get into some multiplayer. I'm gonna have to change the name of the stream as well. Does that microphone come with a stand? Yeah, a stand as well. Not a stand, but an arm. I'm pretty sure that was like a big plus for that monitor. I keep calling it a monitor for that microphone. Right, so what have we got? 2,900 people online. We'd love to see it. Why is the Pro Mods one not... Like, you'd expect that to have more people, wouldn't you? What's the date today? It's Thursday. I should have Wednesday. Why don't I have Wednesday here? That's interesting. Oh wait, no. This is the game day. That completely messed me up. Let me see. I need to go back to 7th. And I think this one. Oh, actually, in that case. Actually, no, I'll be alright. God bless autosaves, man. Autosaves is a literal lifesaver. Right, let me give me one moment. I just harass the microphone. Yes, my baby. Look at that. So that's my multiplayer truck, because when I first started playing Euro Truck back in 2012, the old man, the Euro 6 I think it is, the old man truck, I had it in that gold color, and like that was, I had a special place in my heart for a very, very, very long time, until I upgraded to the Scania. Very, very long time. Let me have a little truck emoji because, well, truck emoji. And then use my YouTube to plug my Twitch. And I use my Twitch to plug my YouTube. Surely the song's copyrighted. Surely. This is meant to be non-copyright playlists. I feel like whoever created it got carried away. Or does it count as a remix? I ain't got a clue. Alright, let's go. Let's see what we've got. So yeah, listen, if anyone's online and wants to join, apparently I haven't got any control over that, so feel free. Yesterday was, yeah, interesting to say the least. So yeah, we ended up in Stuttgart. No, we didn't. We ended up somewhere else. I don't remember where we went. Hold on a second, that's a lie. Career, right? Delivery log. Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. If you want, I could send you some instrumental songs I have saved. Well, mate, send them through. If you want me to play it, I'll play it. I found like an EDM one, which is a little bit different to what I usually do. Usually I have like hip hop or just like lo-fi. I thought to myself, let me switch it up a little bit because it's getting a bit boring doing the same things all the time. Alright, so we can go to Cordoba, down in Spain. I'll say let's do that. Let's do that. I can't imagine Spain being popping, but we'll see, I guess. Cool. Did he send me YouTube links or Spotify? If you can send me them on Spotify, then I can queue them. Because I'm currently got my Spotify playlist. Alright, let's bring you back here. I need to extend my... I need to get like a new power cable. YouTube links. Okay, that's not a problem. I wish that ETS had that excessive cursor mod where you can have like Android Auto and I can just watch YouTube in the truck. Let me go into Discord now. I trust you, Punk. I trust you that these are all non-copyrighted. It's not like how I make revenue off YouTube anyway. Because then I'd be worried. But I literally had the stream banned yesterday because of copyright. Alright. Turn it down just a touch. There we go. This is just lo-fi though, right? So if it's in with my other if it's in my lo-fi playlist. I don't know if it would be worth joining a trucking company. I guess if I was a regular, it would make sense. This truck is very, very understeery. So just a heads up, if I end up losing control somehow, some way, then I clear myself of all responsibility. That is super loud. And it's got nothing on the Scania for power. One thing for sure, joining a truck when it's speed draining on energy. So a bigger truck has one of the sleeping beds in the back. You know what? I think it was either earlier today or yesterday, but I went on to just look at like multiplayer streams, ETS2 multiplayer streams, and there was a guy in a trucking company. And I kid you not, he was driving like he was on a track. Like he's taking inside lines, just like overtaking on blind bends. And I just thought to myself, like, yo, I just realized I've been in auto this whole time. I don't know why, I've been in neutral, I mean. I don't know when that happened or why, but anyway, driving like an absolute maniac. And I just thought to myself, it's not that deep. It's all right. I don't want to be feeling no kind of pressure or competing against, you know, 100 other drivers. Although the convoys do look fun, and there's a massive one coming up, and I'm considering whether to join it or not. But there's a huge convoy of over like 100 players. All right. Good. Maybe I should pause. Hold on a second. I didn't even notice. I was just going to the ferries. All right, let me put my playlist back on because otherwise I'm gonna have to keep like when I'm playing single player, I can just pause and then do whatever. But it's a little different when you're online. Whoops. Yeah, there's a lot that goes on here. I'll be very honest. Yesterday was like my introduction. I've been on multiplayer before, I'll be honest. But this was what, 4 years ago, I think it was. So I've only come back to it yesterday, and yeah, it was an interesting welcome. So I'm a little glad I don't treat it, you know, like I don't drive through, I drive in single player. Because otherwise, I'll pay the price. I'll be going too slowly if someone's liking and I'll just get rammed. But I'll be honest, when I do see people driving sensibly, like, I'll give them props. Like this fella. He's doing his thing, I like it. He's showing out for his company, you know, you can respect that. I'm gonna overtake though. One thing I wish, I guess I'd drive sensibly if there was AI around, but it would kill me to stick to 50-mile-an-hour limits, 56-mile-an-hour limits for what feels like no reason, like on just on an empty road, on an empty stretch of highway, for example, and you're just doing 50. But to be fair, if I'm going to be racing around, I might as well join a trucking company. That actually might be the move. I pray this thing doesn't have any issues coming out the quarry. I hope the load isn't too heavy. Got someone chilling. Alright, let's see if my thing is still available. Certainly is. And it would have been for a whole other game day. Right, let's make our way to the bottom. Seeing all these transportation games makes good multiplayer makes me wonder why Trainsimulator doesn't have it. It doesn't have it because, as far as I know, it would have to be built from the ground up. Again, allegedly. And to be honest, do you really have faith that they'll be able to, you know, insert a multiplayer type game mode that is bug free and works? I feel like that's a lot to ask for from Dovetail. That didn't sound good. That's much better. Some ideas for ETS2 multiplayer is if you own a DLC and it's in the same area as another DLC, it should merge the routes. Well, see, that's the thing. That should be a thing. Like, even before multiplayer, that should be a thing. Just in single player. People have been asking for it for a while, and it doesn't seem like it would be too hard because it's all built. I don't know, it's all built on the same plane, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know why they haven't done that. But I will be back with you guys in about 30 seconds to a minute. Bear with me. All right, I'm back. So yeah, let's get moving. I've got a bunch of cables beneath me. At some point, we'll sort them out. Right, so off to Spain. I don't know what areas are populated at the moment. Usually, it tends to be Germany, unsurprisingly. Also, I found that I really do like these camera mirrors. Well, cameras really, they're not mirrors at all. I don't think I'd like them as much as I do. How heavy is our load? 11 tons, not too bad at all. I was wondering why we went really struggling, but it makes sense. Punk. Soon, at some point, I'm going to bring back train sim modes. I've decided to give it another chance. I've been playing. I said this to you yesterday, didn't I? Yeah, I'm thinking of bringing it back to my streams. It done pretty well, so it seems to be like, I don't know. I'm willing to give it another chance. I don't dismiss it. I'm not going to spend any money on it just yet. I'm not going to spend any money just yet, but I'll play it. Because right now I'm playing through the Train Sim World 2 routes, which are like miles better than what we've got now. Well, than most of what we've got now. So it's actually not too bad, you know. And of course, the mods are helping. They released an update today, which seemed pretty heavy. There's an update for Midland Mainline, the Class 43, the Class 142, the whole Blackball DLC, like a load of things on the forum. You can find all the details of it, but as I'm reading through it, it's great. I'm not complaining that there's an update, amazing. But it's just like, I wish it could just be like that. like on a monthly basis, you know, like all these bug fixes and updates and upgrades. I just wish that was like a regular thing, because clearly they're capable. Clearly they're capable of it, so it just then becomes a matter of how much time can they allocate to it and how much resources can they allocate. What is Dovetail Direct? Yeah, you know, like I've seen it here and there, but I've got no clue what Dovetail Direct is. It doesn't really take my time reading through like updates and announcements and stuff like that like I used to. Like I'll quickly like scan them and then just keep it moving basically. It's a live stream to show you what Dovetail has been working on. Oh, they did that last year. I remember they did that last year. So when's that? Is that going to be part of the Festival of Rail thing that's going on? And more hypes up roadmap. You know what? Fair enough. They need it. They need the more hypes up roadmap because people are getting bored and tired of the current one. On the 11th. Okay, 3 days. Okay. Interesting. Apparently, now that the game is on Game Pass, I've seen people say that it's likely to be that there won't be many more sales or as heavy as they've been up to this point. Which, I don't know, it's kind of interesting because at the end of the day, they brought it to Game Pass because they can afford to lose money, per se. Like, the hype period is gone. It's been, what, 6 months now? So the hype's gone. So you'd think that they really wouldn't mind the sales. But I don't know. You can't really ever figure out what Dovetail are up to. Because it was like a month after the game release that the first sale, I believe, came. But then the thing is, if we're talking annual releases, then that's sort of the pattern with annual release games. Where if they got the next series down coming out in less than a year's time, then yeah, they'll start sales quicker. But then at that point, and this is a very, very hot take, but at that point, you might as well just make the game a subscription service. You know? An annual payment of whatever the game price is. Charge it every year, and you always get the new release. Or they should have just done what they did with Train Sim Classic, realistically, end of the day. Yeah, right. Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna tease it. Usually they be teasing everything, so if it's coming, there'll be a tease at some point. Because weren't there like a ton of teases during the last Dovetail Direct as well? You know what, I think I'm going to join a BTC. Just to give this game a bit more purpose. Or just give multiplayer a bit more purpose. I'll have a screenshot of when I was loading up a TSW and one of the screenshot was on the loading screen. To be fair, it's like random. If it was, for example, only new routes that they show, or only upcoming routes that they show, then you could say, you could take that as like a hint. But I would say it was just a coincidence. Also, I don't know if you play on PC or not, but when I would take a screenshot with F12, I would get a screenshot that wouldn't have the HUDs. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I just remember it, if I've made that up in my head or not, but I'm pretty sure that I used to take screenshots and the HUD just wouldn't be visible. And that doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. I would say if they're showing a lot of Long Island railroads in the loading screens, then it could be a sign. But you know what? A loading screen teaser would be very cheeky. Because it's almost like by the time you've thought to yourself, wait, hold on a second. The game's loaded and you've lost a screen. So it's like, it actually wouldn't be too bad of an idea. But I know the Kita had the HUD, F1, right? But I'm pretty sure that even without hiding the HUDs, you would just take a screenshot and automatically, it's a setting for it. There's a setting for it, I remember, there's a setting for it. It might have changed for some reason. I don't think I touched it, but maybe an update messed it up, maybe a mod messed it up. Maybe I just did it myself without noticing. But there's a setting in the settings that hides the HUDs when you're taking a screenshot. We've got a few people here. I think, is this Strasbourg? We've got a few people here. Yeah, they're all at the mechanic getting their truck repaired. That's not a surprise. We've got quite a while to go. I think the longest route I took yesterday was 800 miles. Something along those lines. I have a feeling our journey's going to be a little lonely today. Unless I get another surprise. I really scare myself sometimes with how long I can take my eyes off the road. And then I look, like it's only until I look back at the screen and I'm somewhere that looks like nowhere that I remember. I think it happened like 3 times during my Turkey to France trip, Turkey to Germany trip. And it just happened now again. And it's not even like I'm using the stream as well because there's a bit of a delay. Yeah, the understeer here on this truck is frightening. Not necessarily zoning out. Usually I'll just be setting something up on my phone. If I'm having to reply to a message, and if I reply to a message, then I have to open YouTube, set it to split screen, open Twitch, set everything like as it should basically. So it's about at least 10 seconds, a 15-second process. So it's like, and it takes all my focus. And then I'll look up and then it's like, whoa. But it does, not it specifically, but I don't know like if you drive, but I don't know if you're old enough to drive. But there's a thing that happens when you drive in real IRL where you're driving, you're looking straight, you're not on your phone, you're not like distracted from the road, but you zone out and you don't notice that you zone out. And it's only when you come back that you're like, how did I get here? How did I not crash? It's a really weird experience. It's a really, really weird experience. It hasn't happened to me too many times, but it's happened to me a couple. And I hear about it a lot. To be fair, it did happen to me here actually, when the music stopped. And I just continued driving. And usually like I'm very conscious of that. Whereas then I don't know, I can't even explain it. Also, there's this like camera angle that I've been seeing people use, where it's like really zoomed out, like the FOV is like really high. And it makes no sense. It's almost like, you know in movies when something's moving at lightning speed, and it's almost like you get pulled back. It's like that effect, and it looks like you're like a mile away from the steering wheel. It looks ridiculous. I'm gonna have to try a Roblox stream at one point and actually just see how it does as like a content piece. The thing is, I don't know what I would do for like. I can see myself making a video, making like a YouTube video out of it, like a regular video from here. But I don't know what I'd do for a stream. But then there's always a possibility that there's just more out there that I don't know of. Actually having that day, you should review the competition against Roblox. Not bad. Not bad. And you know what? I was genuinely pleasantly surprised yesterday. Like, there's like a London map, or like a section of London, and where like trams run. We usually don't have trams in London, only in that section. And it's not in any game that I'm aware of, right? It's not in Train Sim Classic, it's not in Train Sim Worlds. And somehow, they've nailed it. And they've got the announcements, they've got real life announcements. The only thing is some of the buses have like different spellings for the company name, I guess because of licensing issues. But I couldn't believe it. And apparently the buses are even more realistic, and I didn't get a chance to drive the buses yesterday because I had to go offline. So honestly, maybe tomorrow. I think tomorrow night I'll stream it. a comparison to TSW would work for the trains. I know there's some train ones. I've seen like I've actually watched videos on like some channels of the train ones. My boy, they're insane. Like they're insane in terms of realism. The buses. See, there's not really a game where I've driven like a London bus before. The Getaway comes to mind. If you know, you know. Absolute classic. That was in the simulator, of course. So that only leaves really OMSI, where I haven't bought the London DLC. And apparently, that's for the better, judging by the Steam reviews. So I don't know. I don't really have much to compare the buses to. So I guess I'll just give my opinion. I'll just have to give my opinion. And if I can find a route on the train side of things that's also on TSW, then yeah, we can make a direct comparison. And I think, look, you're not gonna compare Train Sim World to Roblox, of course not, for obvious reasons. But I think in terms of effort, that's where Roblox shines. And where does that come from? That comes from the everyday man, not the developers, not anyone that's employed by Roblox. The ordinary man that has a passion for a train or for buses and has the tools given by the developers to create whatever he wanted to create, whatever she wanted to create. And you see that passion and you see the effort. So I think that's going to be a point of interest for me, is effort. Like, realistically speaking, as silly as it sounds, if Train Sim World developers put in as much effort and their passion shone through, I'm not going to say they're not passionate, but if their passion shone through the same way people's passion shines through that develop these Roblox maps, yo, there would not be like a thought in anyone's mind that TSW could have a competitor. But when you now make it a business, now it's all about profits, it becomes a whole different ball game. It's not even close. It's not even close. And it's business to make it, to give that feeling to your customers that it is close to a passion project. That's why when DLC for Train Sim World is advertised, when the game itself is being advertised, what do they point at? How realistic it is, the cool features, why you should look at it as a sim, why you should look at it as a passion project. And it's not until now you've given them your money that you then realize, oh, wasn't exactly that. So I don't know. I think what we'll really be telling is Just Trains' next DLC. So they've released Blackpool Omskirk and it's been a hit. And truly, you know, the quality is ridiculous. It's an amazing group. Now, are they going to experience a thing where they see that for their time and effort, they didn't make that back financially? Or are they content with their income for the time it took to create and release Blackpool Omskirk, and the next route they come with is of the same or higher quality, regardless of time frame? That's the thing. Now that they've taken their time, I personally haven't seen anyone like begging or requesting over and over again, hey, Just Trains, when's the next route? When's the next DLC? When's the next route? When's the next DLC? When's the next logo? No one's doing that. So it seems that people do have the understanding that good things take time. So yeah, I guess we can only wait and see. Rivet are getting better. Vanilla line isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's, I think, from what I've seen, the best work to date. Leaves main toolbar in the dust. Interesting. I just realized I never changed my my stream on Twitch. Let's tend to that now. Welcome back, Punk.
Tell me, babe, I wanna leave this town. I'm saying, love you if you wanna go on down. 'Cause darling, we were made for bigger things. And this place keeps killing our dreams.
I have been waffling on in your absence. Small detail, but I really appreciate that the bottle of water like adheres to physics. It's always the little things. Nah, you're good, my man. You're good. Don't swear. Don't swear. What you got cooking? Yes. Yes. You get my approval. You get my approval. I'll tell you what, little secret. If you're gonna yeah, no. If you're gonna stick it in the oven, before you do so, once the cheese is all on, sprinkle some chili flakes. Little detail makes a beautiful difference. Doesn't have to be too much. So I'm trying to figure out, well, I mean, I kind of gave up figuring it out, but I'm still curious. So there's usually a mirror above the right screen. There's like a mirror. That's meant to be the mirror. Well, it's a camera, but it's meant to be the mirror that points down to show like the front of your truck, so you don't get too close to anything. And so I replaced the mirror with a camera, but I don't know where to find it now. Like where to find the screen for it. So I was thinking, is it possible that maybe the like the interface in the middle can change? Actually, I completely forgot there's a button for it. Let me see it. Because I know it used to be able to, well, not used to. I'm sure it's still possible. But I know I used to I had a button on my old steering wheel for the map, and all I used to do is zoom in and out. Infotainment, yeah. What would I even make that, man? I haven't got any. Okay. I think that should be alright. Oh my god. It's the... Oh my god, that's amazing. I love that. I love that. What a game. You know what? Like, I've missed out on a lot of updates. I used to be... I would like check the SES blog page religiously, daily. But I've since sort of took a step back. I mean, I've got over 800 hours in this game, which I know when it comes to like some people's hours on games, it's in the thousands. So 800 in comparison isn't much, but it's like joint highest with Grand Theft Auto for my like most played. But those hours were put in years and years and years ago when I would play like 5-6 hours a day. So every now and again, I'll let the game update. The thing is, I can't update it constantly because there's just too much going on in terms of mods. I think it took me 2 hours or an hour and a half to download and install everything that I've got now. That's obviously in single player. So to do that every single update is a pain in the rear. So I usually wait like 3 or 4 big game updates before I go for it. And so by the time I get to the version that I update to, I'll just go through the settings and I'll see some crazy things. I'm like, alright, cool. But yeah, you know what? Props to the devs. It's Euro Truck 2, meaning if they wanted to, they could have just copped out and made it an annual release with barely any serious upgrades. But they stuck with this one for a decade plus. And like, it bothers me when, on for example, like the Train Sim Mod forums, people will compare Train Sim Mod to Euro Truck and be like, hey, look at Euro Truck, like, they're not making an annual release, the devs listen to their customers, it's bug free for the most part. And then you'll get someone replying, it's not a fair comparison, it's different. It's not different. Train Sim Mod, Euro Truck came from nothing. I was there when it released. I was there. I've been playing this since the beginning. The game was nothing. Nobody knew about it. It's popular now because the developers played their cards right. It's as simple as that. It's a very fair comparison. It's an extremely fair comparison. Because trucks were a niche. Who the hell was playing truck sims? Everyone was playing Need for Speed, Call of Duty, FIFA, you know, those type of games. And then you had obviously the RuneScapes and the League of Legends. No one is playing truck sims. And there were truck sims. SES have been around for like 20 years plus. They've been releasing games. But then they played their cards right. So, you know, I will always have like the utmost respect for SES. Like, more than any other developer, I'll be honest. Right, but there was a point in time where they were releasing games almost annually. So, one way or another, there was a need for that. And yeah, there just came a time when they said, you know what, let's stick to this one for a while. The last Train Sim was actually deserved another release, Train Sim Mod 2. I feel like Train Sim Mod 2 could have been the one that we stuck on, just like Euro Truck, honestly. Because Train Sim Mod 3 wasn't a big jump from Train Sim Mod 2. You know, since Train Sim Mod 2, what came in Train Sim Mod 3? The new lighting, right, if I'm not mistaken, and then like snow being kicked up. That was a feature. You know, those two things could have been brought for TSW2. You know, photo modes, that was a selling point for Train Sim Mod 4. You know, that could have been in Train Sim Mod 2. same with the fog, same with the new lighting, same with the weather. It's all running on the same engine. And some of those options are literally checkboxes. So, and the embarrassing thing is that even with that being said, there are still some features that were advertised for TSW4 that haven't come out yet or haven't released. Suspension is still in beta. What on earth is that about? Formation Designer has just been released today in beta, so it's not even fully out yet. We're 6 months in, man. We're 6 months in. These were selling points for the game. And stuff that could have come in TSW2. So, yeah, man. Like I said, it's a business thing. That's business. Doesn't necessarily mean it's great business. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily great morally. But it's business. And whether you like the truth or not, the fact of the matter is they've done it and continue to do it because it works. People buy into it. They're making money off it. So then, as a business, why would you change? Why would you change? Why fix something that's not broken for you? Don't forget the 2018 Dovetail mentioned how Long Island Rail was the busiest route. Really? That was before my time with Train Sim World. I started playing it in 2020. Yeah, I mean, they're playing with serious problems really, aren't they, already? So it's not going to be anything new. Honestly, I want to see route merges. I think for me, like, cool. VR was at the, like, near the top of my list for features that I wanted, but that's been released now, and it's as good, it's even better than people were expecting it to be honest. But if there was something else that I would say like was top of my list, or near the top of my list, route merges. Like, you've named the game Train Sim World, so if it's about not wanting to trap players, let's say, in like a 3-hour journey or even more, either number one of two things: fix your save game, because really that should be the priority, or number two, remove sim from the name and let it be Train Worlds. So then at least if now it comes to realism and you're lacking realism, you can say, hey, we're not really aiming for that. Because at times that's what it feels like anyway. I literally saved the game, saved multiple times before, and I realized I can't achieve the save. You have to turn it on. But then, wait, but then you must have it on if you're able to save. Might as well report that, man. Maybe someone will take a look at it, maybe they won't. It's a shot in the dark. Better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, listen. The God Mode mod has done me wonders. So many instances where the objective wouldn't, like, change. I've done what it says, it wouldn't change. And then instead of being stuck, or even if I've got like a red signal bug, there's an option in God Mode when you access the developer menu to skip to the next objective, regardless of whether you've actually done it or not. It's been a lifesaver. But then we shouldn't need to resort to stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, it's embarrassing that they took it away. only brought it back due to high demands and brought it back and it's still not fixed. Like, you took away a feature that's paramount for any game, especially one where you're traveling long distance and you want to save your progress so you don't waste an hour and a half, 2 hours of your life. Like, there should never have been a problem with that. Anyway, this is slowly turning into a run, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be like just negative. Obviously, we're talking like the reality and what it really is, but I don't know, man. I wonder what mods are allowed on there. I was playing with a guy yesterday who had a snow mod, so you can have your own mods. But all of mine seem to be deactivated. You know what? It's a shame, man. It comes from a place of passion. Like some rants you listen to or you look at and it's like, yeah, this guy's got a point. He's clearly hurt. He's clearly very upset, and he wants the game to be better. And he's upset that it's not, and he's upset that no one's trying to make it better. But then you've got the ones that are just loud and shouty, with barely any facts. When you make an argument, yeah, and you're taught this in school, you're taught to make counter arguments, like against yourself. Because at the end of the day, when you're opposing something, it's good to come with like, but at least da 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 da, you know, and it gives you a bit more validity in your in like your opinion. But when you're just spewing out angrily and, you know, for the most part it's nonsense, kind of ruin it for yourself. So yeah, I've seen a few of those. But even the shouty ones, you can't help but empathize with them, because they've all got a point. And at the end of the day, everyone wants one thing, and it's for the game to be better. Not even necessarily to be better, although that is part of it, but to be what it should have been in the first place. To be what it was promised to be. What do you play, Punk, other than TSW? I assume you still play TSW. Do you play anything else? What are you more into? Sometimes play Roblox, Minecraft. If I get bored, I'll play some third-party VR games on GTA 5. And you know what? It's a pretty decent set. Pretty decent set of games. What do you play on Roblox? If you don't mind me asking. I'm willing to like actually give it time to explore. I should expand my game horizon. You know, I've been contemplating that very same thing. You know, games like Skyrim and Power World, Baldur's Gate, those type of games. They've never been my cup of tea. But I'm starting to see how popular they are. And I'm really starting to consider the same thing. Whether I should expand my horizon to those type of games. At least give it like Roblox. I was open-minded. Definitely questioned myself, but I was open-minded about it, and I'm willing to give it some more time as well. Mainly it's a fighting games, but it's a bit like competition games, like chasing the classic. Yeah, fair enough. fighting games like shooters. Yeah, I've seen some crazy like I've seen like Chicago like hoods and like all that madness. Or like is there like combat fighting? Why didn't I get a message for that? I love that those road markings have a texture, like I felt it through my will. I love stuff like that. It's similar to like Fernbus with this Fernbus's road noise when you're on the motorway. It is just something to behold. I can't believe that's such like an under. Like the developers don't put any effort into that game anymore. They just release like DLC for it. But the road noise. Yeah, same. That I was waiting for the message to sort of give me that confidence that, like, hey, you can go through. But there was nothing. I guess maybe it bugged out because of the guy ahead of me. Or do you think there was, I was gonna collide with the other truck? If you thought I was gonna collide with the other truck, so did I. So did I. The brakes are underwhelming. I don't know whether it's the brakes or the tires. I opted for the best tire that I could for this truck. Like I didn't skip on anything for this truck. And yet somehow it's very yeah, it's very sketch. I don't know whether there's a follow or a subscription or whether that was the music in the background. Oh no. Oh, Pog. Thank you for the follow. In a Chelsea community Discord, look at another road mentioned 43 times with more leaks and rumors. I forgot to even check the Discord, you know. I need to check it. Maybe you've been missing me because you haven't been following me, Pon. That's why I've been missing my streams. But this is an epilepsy inducing, that's all. Jesus. obviously, I know you're excited about Long Island railroads. You know what? I need to do this Valentine thing. Maybe I should be doing that. But yeah, I know you're excited, but do you think like the general reception will be good? I mean, I guess if people are speaking about it a lot, then people are excited about it. But realistically, the US community hasn't had the best output, I'll put it that way, from Dovetail. So I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit low effort for you guys, especially to just redo something that's been done already. I don't know, it's odd. Like if it was a remake of a UK route or a German route, then it's like it can slide, because we've been lucky enough to have some really good good things in the past. But I feel like there's been a constant cut to be blunt when it comes to US content. So I guess overall it's a good thing, but could it have been better? Could it have been something better? Could it have been something to make up for the lack of quality US content? Fair point, but a part of me thinks that maybe they've possibly been tight-lipped about this because they're worried about a negative response. Because let's be honest, the community can be ruthless, and the community is ruthless at times. And it's a route that's already been done, just hasn't been done well. So I really feel like there's a small possibility that the only reason they've been so tight-lipped about it, because realistically, it hasn't been 2 full months, I don't think, or 3 months, let's say, since they teased, i.e. completely gave away the London Overground route, Bernina line, and what was the third one they teased? It was a German one, wasn't it? Like, they teased those with chests, with their whole self. And those are routes that are completely new, completely fresh. So why is it with this one that there's nothing, like there is him about it? I don't know. Hopefully it's a bang. Hopefully it's a bang. Like I said yesterday, I want him to do well, man. I want him to do well. The thing is, they kind of need to do well. The interesting information that was on the forums not too long ago about Focus or Pull Up, the company that owns Dovetail. The finances aren't looking great. So it could make sense that now Dovetail have pressure to create something that's 100% going to make them money and draw people into the genre, so that when they start releasing mediocre content again, there's more people to lap it up. Okay, well, hopefully, see, it's all still rumors. That's the thing. So everything's like, take it with a grain of salt. But Brandon hasn't let us down. Brandon has not let us get really down. He's a man of passion, and his work shows it. So if he's been involved, then we should have a banger in store. We should. There's also Cactus Juice. I wonder if Cactus Juice has been. Wait, is that Brandon? Is Cactus Juice Brandon? Or are they two different people? I mean, when they want to do timetable as well, they can do it. As buggy as it is, London to Brighton is still the GOAT of train sim mode. Arguably. Because of its timetable. And that's got what, 1400 plus? So they can definitely do less than 1,000. They can definitely do that. If they really want to give back to the community, if they really want to make up for the previous iteration of Long Island Railroad, then yeah, without a doubt, they'll do that. They have to. They have to. Cactus Juice is Brandon. Yeah, fair enough. You can tell I've been away from the forums for a bit. Shout out to the guy behind the West Somerset Railway remasters, what, Liam, I think his name is. See what a one-man team can do when he's given the freedom to. If those two collabed again, then yeah, we're in for a treat. You're absolutely in for a treat. Look at that ping. 6 minutes second. Gorgeous. I absolutely love my internet. Who's that on the radio? I need to set my audio up. Whoops. Thank you for letting me through, mate. Right, that's all about change, man. Bonk. We both like trains, mate. If no one else likes trains that comes to watch a stream, I don't give a toss. I have an interest in trains. I'm gonna talk about trains. Oh my god, it's frustrating. Sorry, come again, mate. My music is so loud. I don't know what he's saying. don't want to like ignore him and be rude, but I don't know what he's saying. And also, Pong, if not for you, mate, I wouldn't even know about the Long Island Railroad thing. I'm not active on Discords. Is my radio volume down? Is that why? I've maxed it out there. I'm gonna end up being deafened by someone. I'm gonna read your message in 1 sec, but let me just make it let me make it down here in one piece. Technical section. I feel like I'm going on a flat version of Rouge. Right. Only reason I want to see Long Island Road succeed is because I actually live in Long Island. Oh, fair enough. You know what? I'm not going to dox myself, but that's the same reason. Yeah, feel free, man. Send them through. That's the same reason I'm excited for the overgun route. I won't tell you where I live exactly, because it's quite a lengthy route, and it could be anywhere along that route. But it's like my local line, so I'm going to be very critical of it. Just a heads up. They wowed me with the Bakerloo line because, like, the attention to detail on that train is ridiculous. You see, like, when you look at the route map inside the train as a passenger, and it's all like torn and a bit damaged. They nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. So if they can wow me again, I'll be happy, man. Yeah, there's a way to still use the tracks in free roam, but yeah, they don't show up on the minimap like you said. I mean, hey, at least it's in use now, though. At least there's stock on it. You know, it's a pleasant surprise. I'll be honest, a pleasant surprise, because people were asking for it, but I don't think anyone really expected Dovetail to actually implement it. Right, steam and then the old school diesels. and the Mark II, I think, coaches. Yeah, they done pretty well. Although, then it makes you wonder. There's another overground line that shares track with the Bakerloo line up near when it's near like up towards the end of the route, towards like the Queen's Park and Harrow and Walsall side of it, the north side. It shares track with the overground, and I do wonder why they didn't utilize that, because then that would be a route where you have the overgrounds, the undergrounds, steam, freight, all the like carriages, the containers, the old school coaches. Like, it would have been layer heaven, and it would have been a decent distance as well. It's very interesting why they didn't go for it. All right, cool. I'll take a look at it. We're almost out of fuel again, which I'm not surprised. I literally, my foot has been flat for like the past hour. What line is that in the first video? The yellow and blue one. The yellow and blue livery. There's the old M3. Love to see it. It's so surreal, like seeing that. See something like the M3. Obviously, I've never gone to America before. So, yes. So, like, I only know it in game, and I've never bothered to like YouTube it or anything like that. So to see it in real life is like, well, not in real life, but you know what I mean. See it in a video, like a real version of it. It's quite cool. Okay, what TOC is it? What TOC is the M3? Just Long Island Railroad. That's all it's got written on it. Oh, the M7, yeah, fair. Should have known, seeing as that was like the last train I ran on that route. Although it was a while ago, so I guess you can let me off for that one. So it's similar in that case to like a British EMU then. Like the Electrostars, for example. Because rather than just a throttle from like 0 to 100, it's 1, 2, 3. which yeah, I think is definitely preferable. I definitely prefer like steps rather than just a general throttle. Okay, nice, nice. Well, we have that in game already, so it shouldn't really be an issue to bring it in as like a drivable service instead of just AI. Well, they wouldn't create that train anyway if it was just to be used for AI. So if they do create it, it would be for us to use as well. I mean, if they really wanted to do it for the community, if they really wanted to do it, they would do it. But I'd have to agree. History would be evidence for the fact that yes, indeed, the chance is very, very slim. But one can always hope. One can always hope. Yeah, I think the only time that I've encountered the power switch is on Vorarlberg. And yeah, it throws me off every time as well. I've heard of New Haven line, but only from the forum. I haven't actually like looked into it myself too far. Was it in Train Sim Classic? Has it got reds by any chance? Have the trains that run on it, do they have red on them? I remember watching a DuckTales stream like a long way back of like a New York route, and I remember though it had the red livery on it. Okay, then yeah, I haven't looked in depth into it, but I did watch I think it was like half an hour or so of that stream. So I'm vaguely aware of it, I'd say. Vaguely aware. I know it's quite scenic. It's quite scenic. Goes right by the Hudson, right? If I'm not mistaken, right by the Hudson River. I know a little bit. And before I'm wrong. I wonder if I could run this in VR. That way. I love how realistic these petrol stations. That's one thing that used to always get me, is in France and Spain. Well, in the Vive la France DLC, they kind of improved on it. But these areas, service areas in real life, where's the truck one? Are actually very expansive. Very, very expansive. Illegal. Ain't that a bit overkill? I guess for safety reasons, right? But I feel like no, never mind. I guess it just depends how quick the process is. I feel like on Vorarlberg it takes a little bit of like, it's a little bit finicky. It's not super complicated, but it's a little finicky. I think on the class, is it 800? The Azuma, LNER one. I don't think that's too bad. Right, so then why wouldn't they just put... What is it with you guys, not you obviously, but you know what I mean, like Americans in general, and what do you guys have against like fences, safety fences? Like in the UK, you cannot access any railway tracks unless you're obviously crossing them at a crossing, and even then, those aren't really often seen. So why is it in America that it's just open? Like the track is just accessible. Like I'm pretty certain if there was fencing on those third rail sections, maybe you'd get an animal here and there, but you certainly wouldn't get people. Or maybe even people here and there, the ones that really want to go overboard, but you'd prevent the accidents with what I feel like is a very simple fix. See, that's crazy to me, man. Especially with, you know, God forbid, like a terror situation. Like, imagine if someone could just access like a train yard and just load up trains with God knows what. That's scary, man. That's actually very scary. Maybe it's just because I've watched Night Agent recently, but nonetheless. True, but human beings are going to be human beings, and you know, can be fools or can make mistakes. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube every now and again who, fair enough, does what he does in like Eastern Europe, but nonetheless, he will go through. He's a train hopper. And he so easily avoids like workers and security. True. But you'd hope they'd be aware of what they're doing. I would not want to get stuck on a third row, you know. I don't know how it's dealt with by like dispatchers and the like and signalmen in the US. But in the UK, when I was studying railway engineering previously at the lower level, we were basically taught that once you make contact with the third rail, for protection, the third rail will shut itself off, right? However, often animals, you know, get electrocuted. So what does the person, you know, behind that power do? What does that person do? He turns it back on. So let's say, for example, that you've fallen onto the third rail completely accidentally. You got electrocuted and it shuts off. the person who's in the control room, wherever, is gonna think that it's an animal or a leaf or something, and he's gonna turn the power back on. And that happens about 3 times or 4 times before they like say to themselves, all right, we could have a situation here. So good luck. People have survived it, but it's not a pleasant experience. But does that map also show like fencing and stuff like that? I haven't got a clue what the real life version looks like. Okay, cool. I'll take a look at it then. Wow, man, I've arrived in one piece with no incidents. What a miracle. Why does... Okay, that's odd. Ah, I've seen the errors in my ways. What have I... My keybands are all over the place. I've messed this up completely. How about that? How about that? How about that? That is brilliant. How about that? We love it. All right, let me have a look at this little. Let me have a look at this map. Thank you very much, man. I'm proud of I like that one. That's probably my best one in a very long time. I don't park like that anymore. I used to do when I was younger. I used to do like sensational when it comes to driving here. I've lost my way. Yeah, the workers also have like safety boots as well. I used to have them. That basically would protect you from that. But yeah, we have them on the underground as well here, and yeah, they make a hell of a noise, man. Let me have a look at the map, and then we'll select another job from the market here. We'll do this Valentine thing that they got going on. Oh my god. Look how long this is. We've been there already. How about there? Visited there already. I want to go somewhere I haven't been. Been there already. Are these all part of... Wait, it should only be Valentine gifts I have available to me. We haven't been to Zeneca. Let's do that one. Yeah, this is gonna take me at least an hour to study. If you told me it's difficult to get in, I'll believe you. That place is so huge, it's ridiculous, man. I mean, realistic, I think it just comes down to whether security is tight or not, whether the fences are tight, are high or not, whether they've got barbed wire or not. At the end of the day, if somebody really wanted to get in, they could. But then there's a difference between that and, you know, having it completely exposed to where people can just accidentally walk on it. Right, right. Or see, you know, if you're leaving the fences open, sort of asking for trouble. I was just reminded of the issue in LA where people were getting access to the freight containers that had like packages and were just causing mayhem. And the tracks were just littered with open parcels. Depending on how much time I've got left after this delivery, I've got a little bit of an itch for some Roblox. I don't know where it's come from. Why am I now limited for the speed limit stuff? I think I'm gonna park up at the next services. And call it there for tonight. think I want to check out some Roblox off stream and then see if I can make any content with it. That might take some time, so. I'm gonna try the London stuff. I'm gonna try the London stuff and just see what I can make of it. Sort of get my hands dirty with it. And yeah, the thing is, I don't know like the full extent of like the variety on there, so I also need to get into that as well. So yeah, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out what I'm going to be into. So I guess we'll see. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Maybe you'll find out tomorrow if I'm if I'm here again. Wish we were able to play Roblox this stream. I'd love to see your reactions on the games. All right, then how about this? I should be streaming tomorrow night. This time, basically, whenever I don't know what time you came on. It's been like, what, you've been on here for like an hour, I think, hour and a half now. You've been here for quite a while. So every time you've come on, I'll be online. I'll be streaming, and you can like reel me into the world of Roblox and the games of Roblox. So then you'll have like a live reaction. Because me by myself, I actually wouldn't even know where to start. So yeah, like I'm pretty much gonna have to rely on you to like introduce me to a lot of the games. So yeah, this time tomorrow, if you're available, join me again, and then yeah, it's 5 p.m. for me right now, so tomorrow should be exactly on. It's cool, brilliant. Then it's a date. And I'll have to, I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll sort it out. Tomorrow will be a Roblox stream because I need to sort of gauge the viewership as well for like a live stream for Roblox. I've never done it before, so I need to stream it anyway. So tomorrow it will be perfect. But yeah, man. I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping by. It's been great having a chat. Yeah, not much more to it really. As for Train Sim Mod, like I said, it will come soon. It will come soon. So yeah, man. Appreciate it. You too, man. Stay safe as well. Have a good day. Take care. Peace out.